All right, looks like we are live. So I'm going to give this a go. What is up? Sean Rojas in the VRoomRoom, VR simulation rigs, Vroom box, and VRoomRoom, custom designed and built for purpose of ultimately selling these beautiful things to the highest bidders, of course. But these are 4 actuator drop-in compatible PC cases that can be transformed into what you see here. Flight and or racing simulation. I guess the hands were out of sync there. Flight and or racing. Right now, of course, I have the rudder pedals mounted, but I do have what are a couple of different ways to mount. What I use are Fanatic, Club Sport, V3, but there's multiple compatibilities. You can look into that on my website at VRSimulationRigs.com. But in the meantime, I'm going to get into the fun stuff, which is the reason I'm streaming today. And very excited to share what is a live look at the technically what is an official Top Gun type experience exercise, since Top Gun was a fighter training school in 60s and I think retired in late 90s, but mid 90s perhaps. But the ultimate real point of Top Gun was to get into dogfight scenarios and to train for better dogfighting, and ultimately to be the Top Gun meant to be the best dogfighter in the school for that particular year or season or whatever. So here we are. This is the version, at least DCS put out what is a kind of mission that is a campaign style and progressive with the help of reflected simulations, and it's called Zone 5. Zone 5 campaign. It is available on the DCS website for purchase. A menial $12.99 or something like that. I might have got it on a discount at a particular time, but you can always wait for those. But it is highly recommended if you've ever really been serious about the F-14 and wanting to fly one in Top Gun and train. The as you'll see, commentation and the way that they have put this together with voice acting and some enhancing layers does make it very cool at the same time as realistic, and I'm just gonna stop talking. I said I was gonna do that earlier and I didn't, so here we go. Hopefully it's looking, sounding good. At the moment you have no audio from DCS because I have the streaming software in focus, but looks like everything's live, and I'm gonna go ahead and wake the mouse up and put DCS in focus. All right, so yeah, you should hopefully have desktop audio now, and we can get into it. Get my headset dialed in here. I have a totally funky and custom, newfangled jerry rig, whatever you want to call it, headset system for my Odyssey Plus, which these are of course dated now in the tech of VR, but I will say it runs great without a hitch, and has since I have set this up, and I think at the end of the day that is what is most important. But I am looking forward to getting a new PC build going on with the latest and greatest, but of course GPUs are not really available to make that possible. So until then, I enjoy what I have, and I'm thankful as hell for it. So this is going to be the quiet part. Once the music stops, and yes, more of me talking. Okay, I'm sure you really wanted that. Yeah, so talk a little bit about the Vroom box. Again, the design and the feature functionality of it, really the goal was that I wanted something that was scalable from a multiple rig kind of scalability perspective. From a storage standpoint, didn't see it really being possible with any of the other chassis that were out there on the market that might actually support a professional motion system like a D-Box. They were really stowable and space friendly. So, being that starting this business up out of my home initially, and the wife, although we have a nice big back, second guest bedroom, it wasn't ever going to be okay for me to have like a permanent rig set up in one of those spare bedroom areas, So I designed this with the idea that I could potentially use the core tower in desktop kind of PC form if I ever didn't really want to be using the full rig. And then, of course, I ended up constructing, or at least having the trailer custom constructed, and then I built out and gutted and retrofitted it with what is my rolling sim room here called the VRoomRoom. But it is ultimately been quiet in terms of VRoomRoom activity just because of COVID, but have had a couple customers come by and do some simming, and at least local customers are appreciating the reduced fee structure because I don't have to go anywhere. But that said, enough talking. We are finally ready. So this is, again, the Zone 5 campaign, which is available on DCS. And this is Event 4 that is a 2 versus unknown. And in previous event, it was a 2 versus known. We knew where they were going to be coming from. But at this point, we have no idea how many bogeys we're going to be up against, what kind of bogeys we're up against. So it makes it a bit more realistic in that sense. And I'm going to go ahead and kick it up. Okay. Let's get my comms going. The ground crew up. Okay. Now, because it's a campaign and these things are fairly predefined weapons-wise, there is no selecting weapons or a need for me to reload. Otherwise, I would have rearmed and refueled myself. But since, it's kind of auto-loading, you can see I've got full tanks there. And technically, I'm already, if you look off the plane, I'm already loaded with weapons. So all I really need to do is proper startup sequence and get everything going. So for today, this particular mission is not led. I led the last mission, so my wingman and teammate, at least my teammates, Hammer and Dice, are just there. They're going to be leading us on this hop. I like to make sure I dial down the ICS comm volume for Jester in the back there, who frankly is way too loud by default, blowing my ears out. Leave some comments if you agree with that one. And okay, looks like we got some oxygen going on in here, and get our wings. Okay, it's time to fire up left engine. With the D-Box, it's very subtle, but I've got you might hear a little of the vibration. It starts to give you a little bit of that engine rotating vibrating as it's coming up to RPM. It's fantastic. Of course, I can turn those things up or down. As of this moment, I believe I have vibration on it about 75%. I do have in the trailer what are inch-thick wood ply, but it gets real loud for the neighbors when I've got it on at 100, and it's like, and it kind of takes over sound in the headset just the same. But it is great. I just kind of find a happy medium between 50 and 100 is 75. So that said, we are ready. Right engine. Okay. Once that comes up to RPM, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to turn the transfer pump off here, but I am turning it off now. Okay. And now, last but not least, we get into the back seat. Since I'm kind of a DIY guy, I do both as much as I can anyways. In the middle of a dogfight, obviously that becomes problematic, but as we're getting into one, I do like to DIY lock things up and pick targets and have at least some control so that I can learn both. So now what I want to do is increase my flares. That was 70. It's a little hard to see, but it's 37, 35, 32, 33. Yeah, and it's very touchy. This little... There we go, there's 30. It was already at 40 there, so I think that's 30 right there. All right, 6. There's 30. Okay. And now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Reset. This needs to be done. We want shafts to launch from the front of the aircraft and flares out of the rear. So we've got flare selected there. I think our program's probably fine. We'll just change that for now. And let's kick on the radar. All right. Oh. Okay. Now, we have both engines on. Everything's good there. Let's kick on our own oxygen. Both engines. Switch to button 2 for comms. And let's go ahead and get ground crew to disconnect our electric power. And there we go. Okay, now we're ready to contact. Very good. I don't need SRS right now. Wait, maybe one more sip of beer before we launch. The beautiful thing about virtual simulation. Now, a word from our not sponsor. Don't drink and fly unless you're of age. And it's virtual. All right. We're going to contact Nellis ground on button 3. Oh, overshot that. And here we go. Okay, lead the way. Thank you. Let's get her done. Sniper 3 rolling. I'm not sure if the camera's picking this up either, but the bounciness on the tarmac is joy. Pure joy. It really does make for what is a truly immersive experience when touching ground. The sacred feeling. Brakes are good. MCO in the window. Roger that. Yee-haw! If that gives you any indication of, yeah, all right. And this is the whole chassis through the feet. Whole thing is floating or it's bumping. It's magical. All right. Oop, overshooting it. He's just like sitting dead still. Okay. Ah, that just, it is, you know, I'm seeing a lot of guys with some pretty incredible homemade pits these days that, of course, as a kid would have been the ultimate dream, but, you know, it does not, in my mind and heart, replace the actual feeling of flying and the reality that when you do have, you know, even something as elaborate as a full pit and all the switches and knobs and everything, the minute that you need to go, oh shit, check 6, and look over your shoulder and start really swiveling your head around, it just, for me, I would imagine, you know, I don't know, ignorance is bliss, but the reality that, yeah, there's just no going back. Once I did experience VR and got a taste of what this feels like. Pardon me. Nose hair, aircraft goes high. Up, son. Son. All right. Okay. A little airspeed. About ready to do our G warm tests. There's our boys, Hammer and Das. They got my call sign as Bozo, but I don't agree with it. Ain't no clown. Bozo, it's about time to do the G-warm, they're gonna say in a minute. Let's do the G-warm again. Yeah, all right, banking right. You. Okay. Hey. Easy there, girl. Living the dream. Yeah. Great balls of fire. All right. Need to get back to altitude here. 23,000 feet. Where'd my buddy go? Alright. I'm just about the same altitude, so he's around here somewhere. Where the heck did he end up? He's way up there. Or I'm way down here. I guess I was just slow speed. I don't know. He did his G-Worm and... Let's see, he's just right on top of me. No. All right. There he is. He's cutting across into me. All right. Now we're gaining a little bit too much altitude. Oh, grabbing that beer outside the canopy again. Yeah, nice and frosty when it's stored out there. Woo! Ah. I'm recording right now. I'm streaming live. uh, yep, that's the wife. Yay. I would call it good, but she calls it bad. I don't know. Perhaps it's the sunk cost on this trailer and the business. Yeah, no, I mean, it was actually a very wise move, but she doesn't see it that way so much. Whew. All right, linking back up with my wingman here. Literally right at 23,000. Looks like he's about 100 feet above me. 200 feet. So time. All right. All right, here we go now. Let's hop in the back seat. See what we got here. Oh, okay. All right, that's what I've got. IFF squawk. Looks like a negative. All right, we've got some hostiles. Bah. Come to Papa. Gotcha! Gotcha. Come on. Oh my God. What the hell is that? This is bullshit. I did not push a button to release canopy. Oh man, this sucks. Okay. That is a funky failure, but I'll live with it. Where is he? I got it. We got him. Alright, we got one more bandit. I gotcha. Come on! Come on, baby! Target that motherfucker. Come on. Come on. Fuck. baby. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, baby! Fucking close this stupid canopy. Okay. How am I doing? No, he doesn't. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Woo! Come on. Give me some fucking airspeed. Running out of fuel here. Here we go. Come on. We got this. Oh, come on! Retarded crap. There's no way I'm gonna make it home at this pace.
fucking guns. Come on.